Good day, guys. Today we are going to be talking about set listing. How do we list the members of a given set? For example, let's say we have a question: list the members of 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 6, 2 less than x less than 6, 2 less than or equals to x less than 6, 2 less than x less than 6, less than or equals to 6. Guys, let's look at it. Now, let's start with the first one. I'm going to show you the step-by-steps in doing this. Let's start with the first one. Number 1. Number 1, we have 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 6. For this, the first thing you are going to do is that step 1. This expression given to us, let us write it down. That is 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 6. The guys, you are going to see that this x is connected to the left hand side and this x is also connected to the right hand side. Then we are going to break this x into 2 parts. This will be written as 2 less than or equals to x and x less than or equals to 6. This is the first thing we are going to do. We are going to break this x into 2 parts like this. After you've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is that this part that is here, the first part here, we are going to rewrite it. We are going to rewrite it. So if you have 2 less than or equals to x, we can rewrite it as x greater than or equals to 2 and x less than or equals to 6. So out of these 2 parts, we have to rewrite the first part only. The second part, we are going to leave it like that. So what do I do here is that, guys, let me give you an illustration. Let's say you have a younger brother. Since you have a younger brother, that simply means that you are older than your younger brother. And once your younger brother is once you are older than your younger brother, that simply means that your younger brother is what? Is younger to you. So that is what we are saying here. If 2 should be less than or equals to x, then this simply shows that x will be greater than or equals to 2. Do you get that? If 2 should be less than x, then this simply means that x will be greater than or equals to 2. So another expression is, let's say we have 2 less than 3. Everybody, if 2 should be less than 3, what does that mean? That simply means that 3 will be greater than 2. So that is why we wrote 2 less than or equals to x as what? X greater than or equals to 2. So guys, once we've done this, then we are going to list these sets. Let me say this is A. Then the members of set A simply means that we are going to start the listing of this x from a number that is greater than 2 or equals to 2. Because this sign simply means greater than or equals to. So everybody, let me ask you a question. Which number do you think is greater than or equals to 2? That is what? 2. Because they say a number greater than or equals to 2. Equal to, that simply means we are going to start from 2. Then we are going to stop the listing of this member at a number that is lesser than or equal to 6. A number lesser than or equals to 6. Please, which number is lesser than or equals to 6? That's the 6, because they say a number lesser than or equal to 6. So this simply means that we are going to start from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the answer, guys. So the listing of this member of this set is this. Guys, let's go to example 2. Example 2. Set B equals 2 less than x less than 6. Guys, do not forget how we usually do it. The step 1 is what we are going to do. Step 1. This question given to us, we are going to rewrite it out. This will be 2 less than x less than 6. Guys, then we are going to split this x into 2 parts. This will be 2 less than x and x less than 6. Then after we have splitted this x into 2 parts, we are going to rewrite the first part. If 2 should be less than x, then this simply means that x will be greater than 2. Then x greater than 2. And also x less than 6. Do not forget, you are to rewrite the first part only. So once you are done with this, then we are not going to start the listing of this member. Then B will be equals to, we are going to start the listing of this x from a number that is immediately greater than 2. We all know 1, 2, 3, right? So after 1 is 2, then after 2 is what? 3. So the number that is immediately greater than 2 is what? 3. This simply means that we are going to start at 3. Then we are going to stop the listing of x at a number that is less than 6. Which number is less than 6? That is what? 5. Because we are going to reach 5 before we reach 6. So we are going to stop the listing at what? At 5. So this will be 3, 4, 5. That's the answer, guys. Let's look at number 3. Let's say set C equals 2 less than or equals to x less than 6. Guys, do not forget our step 1. This question given to us, we are going to rewrite it out. Step 1. This is the question. Let us write it out. 2 less than x less than or equals to x less than 6. Now, guys, once we've done this, the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to break this x into how many parts? 2 parts. Then we are going to have something like 2 less than or equals to x and x less than 6. Then the next thing we are going to do is that this first part, we are going to rewrite it. We are going to rewrite this first part. So if 2 should be less than or equals to x, then this simply means that x will be greater than or equals to 2. So this will be written as x greater than or equals to 2 and x less than 6. Do not forget, we are only going to rewrite the first part. The second part will not be rewritten. Do you get that? So the last answer then, we are going to start the listing of the set C from a number that is greater or equals to 2. From a number greater than or equals to 2. Please, which number is greater or equals to 2? That's 2. Then we are going to stop at a number that is lesser than 6. Which number is lesser than 6? That is what? 5. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the last one, guys, set D. Let's say set D is equal to 2 less than x less than or equals to 6. 2 less than x less than or equals to 6. Then write step 1, guys. The question given to us, we are going to write it out. This will be 2 less than x less than or equals to 6. Because after we've done this, the next thing we are going to do now is that what? We are going to break this x into 2 parts. And this will be 2 less than x and x less than or equals to 6. Then the next thing we are going to do, guys, is that we are going to write the first part only. So if 2 should be less than x, this simply means that x will be greater than 2. So this will be written as x greater than 2 and x less than or equals to 6. Then lastly, guys, we are going to list the members of this set D. So we are going to start from a number that is greater than 2. Which number is immediately greater than 2? That is 3. We are going to start from 3. Then we are going to stop at a number which is less than or equals to 6. Which number is less than or equals to 6? That is 6. So this will be 3, 4, 5, 6. So thank you guys for watching.